All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Fit Talk with Coach Luis, and we are back again with Chloe. And just
Hi.
hello, it's always such a blast to have you on here. So I'm super happy that we're doing this really fun collaboration, the Unlockdown with Coach Chloe, and we just want to kind of talk about a little bit of how things are going, uh, progression, overall feelings of everything, and just kind of like give also a few of the shout outs to everything that's been happening, from the beginning through all those things. So yeah, give me a little bit of an update, like what's going on and how are you feeling with the exercises and all that.
So I'm feeling tired. I won't lie. I think everyone in the UK particularly, but across the world, like we all have different things that are going on right now in our countries and with our kind of governing bodies and stuff. And yeah, in the UK, we're tired. And I think that's okay. What I've been trying to build with this online live classes, like once a day, rotating through some structure of bodyweight classes, but learning, useful bodyweight skills and also mobility. It's been really good for me so far already. And I've got a couple of people who have really dedicated themselves to checking in with the structure of this kind of program already, who are feeling some of the benefits from it mentally and physically. And I've kind of just had a lot of interesting conversations and in and outs with people who are facing their own fatigue and their own struggles and lack of direction or just exhaustion. So many different interesting conversations that I've had in the last week or so since I set up the online classes. And one of the best things so far has been as well that people, I think with technology, it's very easy to access stuff, but at the same time, it's also very easy to not access something. So you can be having a day where perhaps you wake up and you acknowledge, like I'm doing daily, like I'm waking up and I'm thinking, okay, I feel tired today. Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it both? Okay, it's kind of both, right? What have we got planned for the day? And so on. So like everyone's going through their own process like that daily. And I don't know, like it's been good to have the on demand where I've been putting these sessions basically for anyone who just buys the kind of month package. I basically have created an automatic, almost like a bonus if you like, but that other option for people who are suffering on those days where maybe they feel anxious, but that one thing they could have done maybe would have helped their day or changed the direction of their day or their whole month or their whole training or their attitude towards their body or their health, like whatever that knock-on effect could have been that day when they were too anxious to click to log on to this new thing. The option is there now that if people want to purchase this, package kind of thing, then all the material that I'm doing in these live classes, I'm recording, and we can make sure that more people can access that. So that's going really well. I'm having conversations with people like, come in and try, or come in and catch up on one and see how it fits with you. So I know a lot of UK gyms are doing an epic job of basically providing full membership but online for their clients, which is great and was something that I was initially worried about for people who might lose structure. And so another reason why I just wanted to create another avenue people could go down. But it's just like I said already, it's just creating some new conversation and new connection with folks not currently in my network and around the world as well. And there was really good feedback already from the giveaway that we ran and that you sponsored. So thank you so much for that again. And absolutely. The winners actually were 3 winners in the UK on the thing, but I know that a lot of people from the US and actually a couple people from various places around the world actually entered as well. And so we had some winners. We had Simon, we had Russ, and we had Hannah, all of whom are placed kind of dotted all over the country. So I've actually never met any of the three of them, but I've been connected with a couple of them. Hannah lives very locally to the part of the country I live in, and I actually know a weightlifting coach who's been coaching her, which is awesome. And then like Simon and his wife, I know are really involved with battle cancer, and that you know them, so that was awesome.
Yep.
And
it was really nice, yeah.
And then Russ is a coach at a box up near Manchester, which is nearer the north of the country. And that box, you know, they run a big, awesome functional fitness music festival competition called Crossfest. And the owner there is a DJ as well, who I know through the networks and stuff. So it was really cool. But I was also kind of sad that we didn't get anyone from the US involved yet. So...
Yeah, so that's definitely something to work through, because you know I know I have a few people that I know would definitely really enjoy this. Absolutely. So I think there'd be something great to you know, to reach out to them and kind of do another run here for, you know, to introduce it also to this side across the pond, because I think it'd be great, you know.
Yeah, and so like what I was gonna propose was that I just basically, for now, before we run like another giveaway maybe, or a giveaway through your page, for example, to just basically announce like 3 more winners, but from the US, and offer 3 more spots so people can come and use that email address to log on to the booking system, so they can come and join the lives, but also they get that automatic access to the group and catch up, so that they can get to know me, or how the classes run, or what they're getting in for, or which type of class they prefer, everything like that. It's like you get the freedom of choice and no pressure then to have to book into something you don't know what it's going to be like. Or
Exactly. And I think that's great because, like you said, it gives everyone the option. It gives everybody the flexibility as well, which is just is needed. You know, there's so much things going on right now that it's nice to have that flexibility. So, like you said, you can hop on to the one class, see what it's all about, hop on to, you know, the whole group package, and then that'll give you everything to be able to just kind of bounce along. And if you can't make it to that day, it's fine. So I think it's a great, it's an overall good concept, like we were saying last time, you know. So I think it's great to definitely have some people from the US try it out, and, you know, definitely see how they enjoy it.
So I have 3 usernames here, and I don't know their full names, but I'm hoping you could help me out. Would you be happy if I announce them on the podcast, on the episode now?
Yes.
Okay, so I had a look through, and obviously I know the large proportion of the entries were UK, but hoping that these guys are. So the first one is at the Demby, THEDEMBI.
Yep. Good. He's actually a good friend of mine, so he will.
Oh, amazing!
Yep, he will love it. He absolutely will love that.
Congratulations, the Demby. You can have access to the group, access to the private Facebook group. We can log you on. We'll get in touch. And yeah, hopefully get involved in some classes. And then the second one is at Danny _P, DANIE _PEA.
Yep.
Another one, you know?
Yep, that is Danny. We actually used to train for a while on our virtual platform, and she's in Florida. So yeah, she's doing great things now, and yeah, she'll absolutely be she's always been a huge supporter of everything that I've done. So it's no surprise that she entered the
amazing. Well, some of these names were like you entered and you had your entry and you tagged them, and then they got involved and they tagged loads of people as well. Yep. And then the third one, I have no idea of a name here, but it's no.more.expectations. Do we know who
that's
that
Kelsey.
Is? Cool.
Yep. She's actually she's also an FNX Fit ambassador as well.
Amazing.
Yep.
So
excellent.
Then we've got three people that I would love to invite into the group, and hopefully through this episode they can hear, and then we can, you know, you can send them some info, or they can get in touch with me too. And then once that you guys are in the group, Luis, you're in the group, I'm in the group, so we got those videos posted up there. Any kind of questions, we're going to be easily contactable via either there or Instagram. Like, we'll make it work and get people involved.
Absolutely. I love it. It's a lot of, it's great because now it's giving, we're all in it together, right? You know, we're all in it for the same purpose. So it's going to be a nice feedback as well to have, you know, people from both sides of the country kind of like working together and all for the same purpose, everyone's same mindset. So, you know, you have the Facebook group. So there's going to be so much community, so much conversation going around, and there'll be a lot, I'm sure, so much camaraderie that's going to be happening as well. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So can't thank you enough for putting this together and, you know, being able to offer that to now 3 more people and obviously, you know, and I know them. So it's really cool because then I can just like reach out to them and say, hey, you might want to listen to this episode today, you know, because it'll be really cool. They'll get a nice surprise out of it.
And then you've got people you can be like accountable to as well. Be like, hey, did you try an episode yet?
That's right. Exactly. I'll be like, so what do you think? Yeah. Exactly. So it's a lot. It'd be so much fun, you know, to where then we can maybe even, you know, set it up and the all 4 of us, you know, them and myself and you can just all be like, all right, we'll pick this date and we'll all be there together and just it'll be nice and fun and have kind of feel more comfortable because we'll all be, you know, together on the same class. So yeah, definitely exciting things.
For sure. Amazing. Well, thank you again for sponsoring that first giveaway. And I just thought it was only really right to just give some more if I could, and absolutely I can. So yeah, I just hope like everyone really, you know, I just hope everyone is working through their own process, but like more over just ticking over and touching base again with the positive. I know it's not realistic that like we are positive all the time because we got to feel the anxiety, we've got to feel the sadness or the hard emotions to be able to reflect and grow and keep moving forward, but hoping that people are like getting through that, you know.
Absolutely. And it's true, we always need that motivation amongst ourselves, you know. A lot of times I get asked that question, like, how do you stay so positive all the time? How are you always like in such a good mood? I'm like, that's not the case. You know, it's hard work. So that's why we have to really, like you said, take those moments for ourselves to be able to take a step back and just unplug completely, because it's a lot of mental stress for all of us as well, because, you know, we feel like we have to also be that beam of hope or that, you know, the go-to that everyone has to get that positive reinforcement. So where do we get it from? You know, so that's why it's so important to take time for ourselves and have these type of chats, you know, where we get to just kind of talk and we work through things, and then it reinforces us also in a personal level too, to just kind of like regain that energy and kind of, you know, just reset overall. So yeah, it's just very important. So that way we don't get in that mental rut that we were talking about earlier, you know, that we can kind of just like fall into that pattern of, am I overtraining or am I just exhausted mentally? Like, or is it a combination of both?
So I just was going to read off, because I don't know if you saw, I put like a story on yesterday of me yawning mid-training. And I say mid-training, I did my training where I coached the class, but was really interactive with the class, but what I had done before. So it was like an upper body focus sort of core progressions for looking at push-ups or coming into like being in a headstand or a handstand, and then we did like a spicy workout at the end. They're about 10 minutes, all the workouts on these sessions, like 10 minutes sweat at the end. But before, I did literally 10 snatches at one weight, and I did 10 clean and jerks at a weight, and then I just got on video me just like yawning through my breaks in between. And I just put on this thing publicly on Instagram, you know, I just put vibe exhausted, but with like an empty smiley face, like, we're okay, we're just acknowledging that we're exhausted. And I said, it's been amazing to launch my online classes and do these daily. but I've stepped back almost entirely from my previous training, apart from one or two little bits like this of a week, because I acknowledge my physical and emotional tiredness daily, and that fluctuates with the intensity of what we do in class. And moreover, I want the barbell and training to be a place of solace and gains, and not exhaustive repetition or fatigue. Taking your own advice, this is a big one for me. Like, taking your own advice daily is exhausting in itself, but it's a time to eat, sleep, listen to your mind and body, talk to others, chill, do nothing, do something, do whatever. Like, every day will feel different, and that is okay. And that is literally the vibe. That's my vibe at the moment.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It's funny because actually yesterday I was talking to my good friend Mary Frances, and she was like, I really want to go to the gym, but I really don't want to at the same time. And she just ended up like relaxing at home because it's what she needed at the moment. And that's okay. It's just about acknowledging our feelings and just kind of working through it and being fine with taking a break from that. We just need it. And then you come back stronger because of it.
Yeah, 100%.
But sweet. Awesome. Well, this is great. I'm glad we got to do this again, and I hope we continue to do this, because I think it'll be a nice piece of how is it going, not just with the training and the online classes, but how is it going with you, as a human being, as a person. And we can just kind of like do some really good back and forth, just chatting, and it's important, so it kind of lets us kind of like just flow through things. So so take a break, enjoy your time off, Chloe, and
thank you. I'm actually coaching another class for another company tonight. So
are you?
I've got one more slot for the day, and then tomorrow I got my mobility class, which is like a real chill, almost goes into like sort of meditative, like guided breathing and visualization at the end. So that is super chill for me. So that's my training for tomorrow, and
Awesome.
And then Sunday I'm full chill. So
excellent. I'm also working really hard to set time for myself to be on one of those mobility classes, because like I told you, I really need the mobility work. I need it. So I'll definitely do my best to be on that one, because I really need to be on those classes. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, it's amazing to chat.
Same. But awesome. Thanks everybody again for tuning in and listening. And to the 3 winners, stay tuned for a message from myself and from Chloe, and then we'll get that started. But again, thanks everybody for everything, and stay positive, and we will talk to you all soon.
Talk to you all soon. Bye.